Hi everybody, my name is Isa and this is Moody Eye Makeup channel. Today I'm doing a makeup haul. I have some new things from Essence, and if you're interested in this type of video, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The first product, it's a bouncy blush. We are familiar with bouncy blush from other more high-end brands, but Essence released now this formula that it's a limited edition with Disney, Mikey and Friends in the shade Never Grow Up. It's a corally shade, I would say, but a little bit more muted, and I hope you can see that it is a bouncy blush. I'm just gonna use my regular brush. Wow, this shade is actually gorgeous. It looks so fresh, and with more muted tones on your lips or eyes, I think it's a nice contrast so that you're not all muted down or very dark. I really like that it's quite sheer because you cannot overdo it in that way, or it's harder to overdo it, but it's buildable. It's such a pretty shade. I actually really like it. The next product, it's not a new product, but I wanted to try it for a long time. I believe it came out somewhere in the summer or maybe even spring. It's Gimme Glow Luminous Highlighter, and I bought this one in the shade Lovely Rose because this looks like it could be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's Architect something highlighter, and I will probably do maybe a YouTube short or Instagram reel or maybe even a full-on video. The imprint on this highlighter, it's so beautiful. It looks like a silk sheet. It's absolutely gorgeous. The packaging, it's Essence, you know, it's plastic fantastic. Whew, I've almost dropped it. But the product itself looks so luxurious. And this is the shade. I like that it's not too dark or too pinky. It has just a hint of pink, which is really, really nice. And it's quite beamy. Okay, but I can see that it's hard pressed, so you're not gonna get too much on your brush, which is perfect. But yeah, let's see this. That it's so pretty. It's like really, really melting into the skin. I don't know if you can see, but I'm trying to have a little bit darker video today so that I can see if it's better, if the colors transfer better, because sometimes it can be too light and you cannot see the shades properly. Please let me know what do you think, but it feels like it could be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. All the rest of the products are from Mikey and Friends from Disney limited edition, so that I'm not going to repeat myself constantly. This is eyeshadow palette in Imagination Has No Age, because they released two different color stories and I thought that I grabbed actually the other one. So this one, it's more pink, brown and orange. The other one is green and more gray, I believe. I'm excited about this one, Daisy, which I'm gonna actually start with in my crease. This one, it's matte and it blended in perfectly. Now with the clean brush, I'm just blending it even more. And now I'm using smaller brush and I'm applying the same shade on the bottom. You have to be careful with this type of shades, because if I'm using only this one, it can look like I'm crying or that I have swollen eyes. But I'm gonna use other shades and hopefully it's not going to look like that. Now I'm gonna use Feel Good shade, which is the lightest shade in the palette. It's also matte. And I'm gonna use it on the bottom part of brow, and the brow arch, and then a little bit across the eyelids. Then I have Wild Flowers. This one, it's more of an orangey pink. It's this one. So I'm gonna actually rather use Forever Young more in the outer corner. For me, this brown goes a little bit too much on the warm side, I'm gonna use Bouncy. It's this one. It's this like a darker pink, but it's also very warm. So this whole palette is really, really warm. And then Sassy here. Oh, they're so like smooth. It's very bronzy. And then I have here Mini. It's marbly shade, a very marbly shade. Ooh, I like this one the most. I'm gonna use this one. Of course, I'm using my finger for applying shimmery shade. It's also a very warm shade, even though that it's purple. And then I'm gonna use the same shade on the bottom with my pinky finger. And then I'm just gonna brush this through a little bit to blend it out. I would really like to use Be Happy shade, which is the darkest in the palette, just so we can see how dark we can really get this look, so you can know if this is dark enough for you if you are planning to buy this eyeshadow palette. So I'm starting in my outer corner, and then I'm blending it a little bit upwards, like a V shape. So you don't have a shade that you could use for eyeliner, for instance, but you can use eye pencil, of course, or eyeliner. If you don't have a shade to use in your inner corner, if you like to use something that it's as bright as this one, but shimmery shade, you can always use your highlighter. So I'm gonna use that. It's pink, it's going to suit the look very well. So I'm just brushing it from the inner corner. I mean, the palette itself, it's nothing special. It's lovely. For the price, it's a good quality. But yeah, you can get a lot of palettes like that everywhere now, especially in a drugstore. I think that they would take this eyeshadow palette on another level if they would have one shade. They would only need one shade in the whole palette that would be a little bit iridescent, or maybe an eyeshadow topper. It could look a little bit more expensive in that way. In my opinion, I wouldn't insert only a very, very warm shades. That's maybe just my opinion, but even that very violet shade that look cool toned, it's actually so warm. So if you are pale like me, if you have like the same complexion, then think about it. It's not looking horrible, but sometimes it can be just too warm, and then I'm just not using it. Mascara is on, and now I'm kind of excited about this one. It's 3D half false eyelashes, natural volume, which I think it's a little bit like, it's not natural if you ask me. It looks so cute. So the band, it's really thick. If you're searching for a really thin band, then Catrice has some really great falsies. But yeah, I mean, with this type of band that it's so thick, you need to apply eyeliner or eye pencil black at least, so you can hide the band. It's not the best quality either, I can already see it. It was so hard to remove these eyelashes from the plastic, and then a lot of glue was left on the band. It's also really hard to get these falsies into a right shape. And I'm not gonna use any eyeliner because I want you to see how it looks. I just couldn't get the shape, and now it's like, you can probably see a weird shape. But this is horrible. This is really horrible. I'm just gonna take them down, and I will never ever going to use them again. Worst experience with false eyelashes ever. The last product is Balmy Gloss from the same line in the shade All Time Classic. I'm kind of excited about this one. I should use a little bit of a contouring lip liner, and it's this really pretty pink with gold glitters in it. It looks so nice. It has a really big doe foot applicator, and Essence has for me one of the best gloss formula, even from high-end brands, but this is a different formula. It's not the same. because this is a balmy gloss. How it looks on its own, but it's pretty and it feels really nourishing and nice on my lips. But my first impression is really nice. So the only dud were the falsies. Everything else was quite nice. I mean, I wouldn't say the blush has the best formula, but the color, it's like powder to cream. It has a little bit of a weird scent to it, but yeah, shade itself, it's pretty nice. For the price, this is pretty great. I would so like to try the one with the green shades. I'm so bummed now that I haven't picked that one out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, because most of you are not subscribed yet, and click the bell button next to it so you can be notified when I upload my next videos. Have a lovely day and see you in my next video. Bye.